fuck the Jews.
Yes! Yes!
What's up, guys? Degenerate Slayer here, and today we're going to be slaying another big degenerate named Dave Portnoy. Now, this guy, he's quite famous. If you're into sports, you know him to some degree, like I do when it comes to my hockey and shit. He's quite famous, and in a way, I actually respect him. You know, he's entertaining and funny, but I can't look past the hypocrisy he's been doing lately for like the past few weeks or so, and now he's basically lost his goddamn mind. So this all started when, like, in one of his bars, some moronic kids decided to put a "fuck the Jews" sign. They're probably just being like dumb edgelords, but you know what? Kids be kids. Dave Portnoy lost his shit, and this is kind of what to say about this.
Who I know are super involved in it. Talk to the families. I'm sending these kids to Auschwitz. They've agreed to go. That's, of course, the Holocaust concentration camps. Been in touch with the Crafts, who run the anti-hate group. We're going to send these kids to Auschwitz, and they're going to do a tour of the concentration camps in Germany, and hopefully learn something, and maybe like their lives aren't ruined, and they think twice, and more importantly, other people like, see, it's not just like words you're throwing around.
What a fucking snowflake. You're gonna send them to like Auschwitz because of like some dumb thing they did in a club? Like, who fucking cares? Like, they're morons. They're gonna be drunk anyway, so of course they're gonna say stupid shit. And in the climate that we live in, yeah, making jokes and inflammatory comments about Jews is quite popular. So I'm not really surprised with these kids, because these are the type of people that you foster because of your edgy personalities. I'm not really surprised. Now, I can look past it and be like, oh, it's just a one-off, whatever. But it's gone to the point where, like, they're going to say it right to him when he's doing his own pizza reviews. And a bunch of these kids behind him were laughing. Look how they react.
We got Frankie Lazzani's whole story, which almost seemed borderline not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What are you guys fucking laughing about?
Terrible.
Exactly. So here we go. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. We won't let that get into, what is that Toronto hospitality?
Lol, trigger much? I mean, if I heard someone said "fuck the Jews," I'd be laughing my ass off because, well, hate to break it to you there, Portnoy, but Jew jokes are fucking hilarious. They're some of the most hilarious jokes out there, in my opinion, because dark humor, that's what it does. It's just meant to, like, piss people off. It's taboo for a fucking reason, and kids, they understood that shit. So I don't know why you're doing this weird pearl-clutching bullshit when you're the same guy who has made, like, inflammatory comments about rape and stuff. When you got confronted by it, you pretty much stood by it because, well, you know, it's funny and shit to some people. Maybe not to others, but to you, you think it's funny because, I don't know, I guess you have, like, a weird double standard. But yet again, I think the oven was just a little too hot for you there, Dave.
I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct. I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
You think rape is funny?
No, I didn't say that. I think it's a funny joke.
Do you understand how offensive that is?
No, I obviously don't.
This is what I don't get with Dave Portnoy. As you saw in that clip, he'll say, like, inflammatory shit about rape and shit, but whenever someone makes a Jew joke, he loses his mind. Like, I don't fucking get the logic here. But yet again, this is the same guy who on a podcast, like, you know, not long after this whole debacle started, he will say, like, I hope he wants missiles to be, like, attacked towards Greta Thunberg because, you know, she's for Palestine. Which, hey, I want Greta Thunberg to get nuked, too. I want that red, white, green, and black fucking dig-ass missile to explode on her just to see the irony of it all. But not for the reasons you want, my dude. It's just kind of funny that you will, like, say this type of fucked up shit about, like, people who support Palestine, but if anyone says anything about Jews, they're like automatically Hitler in your eyes.
Have a little pressure on you as being a very prominent,
No
successful
shit.
Jewish person.
And I'm like, yeah.
So you have to kind of be in this position. You're fighting the battle.
Yeah, the
I'm
rare
out
successful
there.
Jewish person in entertainment. I don't know. Just die alone.
Another well-played joke.
Yeah, but the internet's
Like, I have
different now.
no
Like
problem. It is crazy, though. If we're being honest, this is also my holster. Jews control the media. It's like, well, we're not doing a great
very good
job of
No,
it
you're,
right
you're
now.
fucking it up. You are fucking it up.
Who's ever like they're asleep, like at the helm.
But now, are you?
You should just go over to Gaza. We can do unnamed. You can be live in Gaza.
I'll jump on Greta Van Thorsten or whatever that girl. She's sailing there, like whoever that fucking. I hope they hit a fucking like a missile on her boat.
Well, I hope
They hit a missile.
That's like,
on the boat.
I hate when I hit a missile on a
knock that
boat.
boat down, Greta, whatever her name is.
Thunberg, I believe, right?
Yeah.
The
To add on more to this pile, Dave Portnoy will make something hilarious comment towards about like Colin Kaepernick, like equating them being like some like terrorists, basically. I do kind of find it funny that he has no problem making jokes about like Arabs and shit, which hey, I'm all for. Like, if you can't really take a joke, then like get the fuck out of the West, okay? No offense, but like get out of here. We don't want you. But still, as I said before, Jew jokes off the fucking line.
So I'm going to say something that's racist, but I don't think it's racist. I don't think if you think something and don't say or act upon it, you can be called a racist.
But you're saying it.
But
you're going to say it.
I'm going to say it. When I heard this story, I didn't read it. I didn't know why he was saying there. I was like, oh, he's an ISIS guy. Like, that was my original thought. Because he kind of looks like...
He is very confusing. He is very confusing. I will give you that.
Throw a head wrap on this guy and he's terror.
Wait, you thought he was not standing for the national anthem because he wanted to, like, kill all Americans?
No, I thought he maybe had some terrorist Arabic...
All right, listen.
Maybe he was like on Palestine's side or something.
The hypocrisy is strong with this one. Now, for the context of this clip, Dave Portnoy is pretty much just insulting this dude. Like, he's calling him fat, that type of shit. And the context is pretty much that this guy didn't like what Dave does. He just hates Dave. And, you know, fair enough. Not everyone has to like Portnoy. And I don't blame Portnoy for lashing out and saying what to say. But even then, as I said before, Jew jokes off the table, but you have no problem doing these type of comments towards people. It's just hypocritical in my eyes.
Yeah, but
It's a public street. This ain't your business.
Yeah, but this is my business. And if you
Fuck
stay
you.
here, I'll call the
Fuck
fucking
you.
police.
He's right across the street. Go get him. What are you going to tattle me off for standing on the public street?
Just being a fucking bitch.
Your shirt's 6 sizes too small, fatso. Blah, blah, blah. By the way, I've raised $50 million for small business.
You're all talk, dude.
$50
You're all
million?
talk.
Was that all talk?
Yeah, kind of like that New York Times article.
Here we go. Here
Exactly.
we go. Your
Exactly.
shirt's 6 sizes too small.
I don't care. I
Lose
will
some weight.
You're a
You really shouldn't be talking about other people's looks there, Dave. You ain't a stud muffin yourself. You look like shite yourself. The guy may look a bit like out of shape, but you ain't no fucking different than that guy, you retard. Like, good fucking lord. But yet again, Dave Portnoy, for you ladies and gentlemen, he has no fucking self-awareness. So now we're on to the big grand finale. There's a few things I want to go over. So, like, Dave Portnoy, in a nutshell, is pretty much being a complete dipshit, just melting down over the whole Jew jokes controversy.
I think right now you probably
okay, nothing.
don't
Then
do it.
nothing. Silence everything.
What do you?
Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it because
Kirk,
somebody, like Dave,
Kirk,
that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question. Not mine.
Answer it.
How many deaths?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer. What's
Like
your
how
answer?
in
What's your-
America, American
what's your
citizens.
answer? What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Okay, we're there.
now.
So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or no, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should have fucking kicked those people out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about.
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like, those guys.
You
those
are
guys,
defending this guy Mick for
I'm
what
not-
he said right after that happened. He's not
No,
anti-Semitic.
I'm not
Yes, he
defending
is.
him. No,
if
I'm not.
your
no,
brain
I'm,
goes there,
I'm,
you
I'm
are
not
an
defending him, Dave.
anti-Semitic
What I'm
piece of
saying
shit.
is, you should have him on here or somebody else like that and
Why?
fucking fight with them because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Literally having a conversation would be productive, so like people could understand each other from like both sides. You not wanting to do that just shows that you really just can't take the heat and you can't take others' opinions about like Jews for whatever fucking reason. Tells me you're paid off by Israel. Let's just be fucking honest. You're a paid Zionist chill. Let's just be real, okay? And that's all right. Just come on, admit it. I would have a little more respect if you are, but in all seriousness, like having a conversation about this would be a lot better because if we're just gonna like fight on the internet and just be like a bunch of little girls like you are, then it's just no fucking point. There's no fucking point in doing this fucking shit. But yet again, I'm not really surprised. Like, you just want to equate, oh, like a little joke to pretty much like the equivalent of like, oh, them killing them or some shit.
If you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at
is
all.
anti-Semitic,
Not at all.
shut
Not at all.
up. If you just want me to ignore
Don't
it,
tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who like, oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead,
You
continue.
little bitch, you work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't
Well,
care. I'll
is
take 500 grand.
this a show or not a show? Like, is it a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now. That's
Yes,
what
I think
you're
people
saying.
should be allowed to make jokes.
So how many motherfucking
Jokes!
Jews
Yes,
have to be
jokes!
killed before you stop?
Holy ree, because good lord, yeah, we should be allowed to make Jew jokes, okay? It's not like the Jews are gonna suddenly die if we start making fun of them and shit, because God forbid people want to make jokes about a group of people that, you know, is fun to make fun of. Holy fucking shit. And also, not to mention, you're being such an asshole towards your, like, co-host and shit. Like, holy fucking shit. All because he disagrees with you and has common sense. You like an SJW like it's 2016 or some shit on those compilation videos, and you just act like a little diva because, oh no, people disagree with me? How dare they? You're being much equating to my people being killed. Wham! Like, shut up, Dave. Like, stop being such a little ass bitch, okay? It's obvious that you got a little wing wang, you're just jealous. It's okay. Just admit that you're just a weak ass man. But yet again, you will gladly promote gambling, weed, and all that fucking shit. Just a degenerate garbage, being a loser to your fans. So I'm not really surprised with this fucking mindset you have. You probably ate a little too much pizza there, buddy.
Yeah.
When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
I don't think freedom of speech should. I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews, and there's no responsibility if someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
freedom
but
of
not
speech.
saying, hey, go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
What a dumbass.
Quit morally grandstanding, Dave, alright? You're the same guy who's made like a bunch of rape jokes, fucking a kid. Like, do I need to go on about this fucking bullshit? It's embarrassing. You are a degenerate, alright? You're pretty much the negative stereotype of sports fans. Holy fucking shit. If you didn't have all this money on you, you'd probably just be in an apartment sitting on your fat ass all day when you're not working, of course. Just eating pizza and watching, like, football, baseball, like hockey, etc. Just watching sports all day long because that's all you are. You have nothing outside of just sports. In a way, sports fans are kind of like wrestling fans, but a little more respectable. But anyway, to answer, like, that point, like, okay, dude, saying something like, oh, someone should kill the Jews. Yeah, you should be able to say that as a joke. It's not actually going to happen. No one's going to be like, oh, yeah, this guy said that. Of course I'm going to do that. And if someone does actually do that, that's not them being a joker, okay? That's just someone being a fucking retard who took the joke the wrong way. Sometimes people actually take the joke the wrong way. And when it comes to, like, freedom of, like, speech and, like, freedom of religion, okay, you aren't the only one, motherfucker, okay? South Park, when they did an episode on the Prophet of Muhammad or some shit, like, about censorship and all that shit, literally some, like, Muslim terrorists threatened Comedy Central to, like, pretty much blow that place up and, like, kill the creators of South Park. And unfortunately, they did censor it to some degree. But even then, the point is, like, you should be anti-censorship, because if you can't comprehend the fact that your people should be able to make fun of in, like, our Western, like, civilization, then go away, leave. In your case, go to fucking Israel, Dave. That's where you belong anyway. It's not that complicated, because when it comes to freedom of speech, that means you should be able to make fun of anything you want. You have the right to speak. We're not a communist fucking society over here, you dumb fucking donut head. So anyway, that has been Destructor. I hope you'll enjoy this little video. Take care, and of course, God bless you all.